I want to talk about your work with home service businesses specifically. So you obviously work closely with a lot of them. Are there any marketing trends within that industry that have really caught your attention so far in 2021?
Yeah, there's 2021 is a very interesting year. Obviously coming out of the pandemic and still kind of in it. Who knows? We're in the kind of that sticky, like little whatever kind of is going on.
Don't
A
jinx it.
lot of the yeah, fingers crossed for sure. But a lot of the home service companies that we worked with last year, were able to adjust fairly quickly to a lot of things because it's they're used to having to take sanitation efforts and things like that. They're visiting homes, they're essential workers, per se. So they still, a lot of the companies I worked with still saw pretty good years overall, which was a really nice part. And then what I'm seeing in 2021, in particular, is an added emphasis on safety precautions and things like that. From the marketing side, though, what I'm really seeing was starting to differentiate people is reviews online. Like honestly, that's if you're not up to date on your reviews, people are they're not gonna be as high of conversions. And then the other one that we've really been able to kick off with several of our home service companies is actually starting to use getting more into social media and getting direct leads out of social media through a couple of ways that we've been able to be successful with that. And I wish more companies that were home service oriented companies would realize the value that they could get out of their social media, because I don't think as many of them, like there's a lot of old school thinking in this industry, right? A lot of mailers, a lot of trucks with signs and things like that, which still are effective. I still encourage you to do that. But if you want to take it a step further, I think social media is definitely a place to be.
So I have experienced this in my personal day-to-day. Obviously, I work closely with like the home service industry as well. And we have this guy that we're like very good friends with. He's a friend of the owner, but he owns a fencing company. It's very local to us. So,
Yep.
If a fence falls over, you're calling Joey.
Yeah, we work with a deck company and it's similar.
Right. And I mean, listen, if you ever have a problem with your deck, I'm sure you know who to call, right? So we have this guy, and we're always just talking business with him, right? And one of the things that he said was crazy for him, especially through this crazy year we've had, was Instagram. I was like, really? Instagram for a fencing company? And you think about it, Instagram is just, well, what you can do with Instagram is more important than Instagram itself, in my opinion. It's that it's so targeted to your area, and if you're reaching people that, say your demographic is that they're just above a certain age, because obviously if you're 18 and younger and you own a home, listen, kudos to you, but I don't think that you're really doing that.
You're the exception to the rule.
Exactly. And I couldn't believe that. So, I researched more into it, and I was like, wow, this guy's really right that Instagram could be such a great tool for a fencing company. It blew my mind, especially to hear it from really the horse's mouth, so to speak. Yep. And then the other thing is you're right about the reviews, but I've had this happen to me recently, is reviews are so important, not only to get new customers, but companies won't want to work with you if you have bad reviews.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I can't, and listen, we have good reviews and I manage them. So like I got to toot my own horn. I'm just kidding. But like, that's a thing. That's a criteria that if you reach out, say I wanted to work with you and you guys handle my marketing or something, and somebody left me a review, they pay their invoices late. I don't know, I didn't hear from this guy for a couple of weeks, like, bad reviews, and I'm not working to improve my customer service as a whole. You're going to be like, I'm not going to take this guy's account. I don't want to do this guy's stuff. He's sketchy.